What's up? Welcome back. We are going to be continuing our Power Rangers Dino episode reviews since season 2 came out on Netflix, so those are coming very soon. But let's get into it. So this is going to cover episode 20 and just 21. I don't do the Christmas episodes because I just feel like they're not needed in a review. So yeah. Episode Dino Fury episode 20, Waking Nightmare. So the episode opens up in the Ranger base where Ion is sleeping and is having a flashback of his past Ranger life, where the Rangers are using everything they can to take out the Sporks, but they're losing badly, and the Rangers eject, but then Ion wakes up. And Ion and Zato talk about the past and the choices they could have made. We then cut to the villain base where Mucus pulls the Sporks machine, pulls a Sporks from a Sporks machine, but then the disco ball appears and it apparently makes Mucus the coolest person in the world, and it's a full-on dancing, which is very funny. I gotta be honest. It's a dream, and then Void Knight pops up, and Void Knight heads to his secret spot. We cut to the Rangers where they find treasure from the last episode, and they are all battle keys. And Zato and Ion, basically give full explanations on how the keys work. And they can also combine both of the keys and make them into another key. We then cut to the command center where the Rangers are tracking the other Zords, and the Zords are actually on another planet. They use the keys to head to the planet where Zato goes in the portal, but then gets hit by something, and it shows the past Rangers, his past team. And then the portal closes. They try to reopen it, but it doesn't work. Then the hotline goes off, and Ollie's mom calls them, and she works up some tech, and we see the morphing grid, and she used it to charge the key. Ion used it to charge the key. Void Knight is watching, and Void Knight is obviously snooping in the back watching. But then the machine breaks, and Ion reopens the portal, and it works. And Ion jumps through. We then cut to Void Knight's base, where he makes a plan, and the Sporks is able to bring people back from the past. So we cut to the so we then cut to the planet where Ion sees Zato fighting his old teammates, and Ion jumps in to help, and they realize it's their nightmares in their Ranger forms. We then cut to the actual Ranger team where they fight. We then cut back to Zato and Ion, and they use their good memories to take out their nightmares, and we find out it was a Nightmare Guardian. It was a Nightmare Guardian doing all this. Zato then leaves to help the Rangers while Ion continues looking for the Zords. We cut to the team, and then we see Ion with the Zords, and they all come back to Earth. And it's two awesome fights, and a new Megazord is formed. We then see the Rangers find out about Void Knight, and the Rangers find out that Void Knight stole Ollie's mom's stuff. Now let's head into episode 21, Void Trap. So we see the Rangers talk about Void Knight stealing the tech, and they make a plan, but it requires Ollie's mom to get caught in the crossfire. And we cut to Void Knight's base, and Boom Tower comes back, and Void Knight is tight that the machine is missing something. So he tells the Sporks to kidnap Ollie's mom. We get a Void Knight helmetless scene, and he talks with his love. We cut to the Rangers bringing Ollie's mom to the Ranger base, and they make a plan. So we then cut to the Rangers staking out Ollie's mom, and Void Knight's forces show up, and they steal the tech, and Void Knight's forces put her to sleep and puts her with two other Sporks into a dark dimension. And Zato and Ollie argue, and the Rangers morph, and they go to fight Boom Tower while Zato works on getting Ollie's mom back. And he is doing good, but we cut to the Rangers fight, and the Rangers get put to sleep as well. And we cut to Zato taking out the Sporks, and he grabs Ollie's mom, and she wakes up in the Megazord. We then cut to Dino Hench where Void Knight is using the Rangers to power up his machine, and Ollie arrives to see it, and Void Knight uses the tech, and it's very anticlimactic, I can say that for sure. Like, the Rangers are actually getting drained of their power. But it doesn't work because Zato and Ollie as Rangers show up, but Zato gets put to sleep. So plan is Ollie's going to try and figure out a way to stop the machine, and Zato's going to distract Void Knight. But then Zato gets put to sleep. Ollie messes up with the machine by destroying the statues. So Ollie destroys the machine by destroying the statues around it. But in turn, it causes Ollie to demorph right in front of his mom, and the Rangers fight Void Knight's forces unmorphed, which is so awesome. I gotta be honest, you can really see how the unmorphed fight was, and it was actually pretty cool. And then the Rangers have a heart-to-heart, and then the Green Morphin Master appears and rebuilds the statues. And Zato presses her about Ravcon, but she gives nothing, and they make a call back to the old shows when they say once a Ranger, always a Ranger, and the Rangers morph to fight the Sporks in town, and then we see a destroyed Void Knight helmet. That's basically it. that's it for today's episode of Ranger Reviews. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.